How's it going, everybody? I'm here today with two members of the UGA swim team who are famous for their YouTube Harlem Shake video that they did underwater. So I stand now with Connor Sweeney and Will Freeman. Tell me a little bit, give me a little background on sort of how the process of putting this thing together, because clearly you guys made a hell of a leap between what everybody else was doing and what you guys ended up doing with the video. So whose idea was it? How did that process come about? Where did it come from?
We got together for a men's team dinner at our weight training coach's house one night, and one of the team members was pulling up videos. The main thing was the University of Tennessee had just released one, and we looked at that and we're like, oh, we can definitely do one better than that.
I don't like Tennessee very much.
And so we were just like, oh, you know, it'd be great. I don't even know whose idea it was, but we were just like, we need to do it underwater. So the game plan was to come to practice Monday, just bring a bunch of random crap. That was like all the planning.
So did they know that you guys were going to go ahead and do that? I mean, did people know? Were you just like, bring random stuff to practice today, or did they know that you guys were going to do a Harlem Shake video?
The team knew, and the coaches did not know. None of the coaches knew except for the strength training coach, and she's not on deck ever. So,
what do you mean by on deck?
By the pool, like watching us swim or anything. So we finished practice, and then we all went to the locker room and just started bringing out all this random crap. Like there was a chicken suit, people had like tables and chairs, and a bicycle was in their water.
So tell me, both of you guys, which one? Obviously, tell me which roles you guys had, so we can pick them out in the video.
I was the guy in the stormtrooper helmet at the beginning of the video.
So you're the one who was twerking on the table.
Yeah.
All right, I was one of the guys sitting in the chairs at the beginning of the movie, or video, whatever, and then I was the guy in the sleeping bag.
So you were the infamous guy in the sleeping bag, risking your life for YouTube celebrity, because honestly, you're the most talked about person. Were you afraid for your life in that sleeping bag in the pool?
No, I really wasn't. It never crossed my mind that, maybe this isn't a good idea. It could be dangerous. But immediately when we were talking about ideas, I'm like, oh, I'm definitely bringing a sleeping bag. And people were like, no, you can't do that. You'll drown. But no, I mean, that seriously never crossed my mind. I just thought it would be funny, so I wanted to do it.
So one of the things that a lot of people are really interested in, how many views did you say this has right now?
Just under 37 million.
Okay, so almost 37 million views for YouTube. Where did it start? What was the first day like? What was the first post? I mean, I don't know if you guys have any idea where it got posted. I mean, did it hit Reddit? Where did it take off?
So the first night we loaded it up, and our goal was just to beat Tennessee. They had 10,000 views. We're like, oh, let's get to 20, and then that'll be it. And we ended up loading it, and then we're like, oh crap! All these people are retweeting it on Twitter. All these famous swimmers, and then the Durs from Workaholics retweeted it, and then it hit Reddit, and it got to number 1, I think, on Reddit for the trending, and that's when we got a ton of views. And for 24 hours, I think we got to 1 million, and then eventually it hit on Good Morning America 2 days later, and that's when it really took off.
So who owns the account? Did you monetize the video? Have you made any scratch off of this video?
We couldn't monetize it because there's a third party. It wasn't our song, so we couldn't make any money off it. Plus, I don't think NCAA rules would allow us to make money off something that easy to do. And
I think we made a YouTube account
as a team.
Yeah, as a team, just for the video. So it's the only video on there. But we had last time I checked, we had 5,000 subscribers just from this one video.
So there's a bunch of people hoping that you guys start making other videos. Has there been any talk about trying to maybe make another viral video for the UGA swim and dive team?
For a while there hasn't, but we talked about maybe using it as a recruiting ploy, maybe, because everyone in the swimming community has seen the video, and I don't know, it was a good experience for that month maybe. It's kind of died off since then.
So you guys basically are telling me your major traffic that you saw was you posted on Twitter, it got retweeted, then it moved to Reddit, and then from there basically it was history.
Wildfire. Yeah.
I remember the first night though, it was like a campaign. We had 20 guys all in one room, just sending it out to as many people we knew on Facebook and Twitter, trying to get it retweeted mostly. We entered it into some contest by SwimSwam. It's a swimming website, and so they were just trying to have a bunch of different teams make a Harlem Shake video, and so that's why we originally decided to make it. And then we were just trying to get it to go as crazy as possible. I'm pretty sure no one did anything for 2 days. Like all we did is sit in class and like track it, see how many views it had. And
Yeah. So how does it feel? We are obviously a few months away. It was posted. When did you guys post it?
Mid-February.
So we're a few months down the line at this point. You know, tell me about what it feels like to be kind of the target of a viral video, a seriously viral video. Several months later, you guys people still coming up to you and talking to you about it. Is it pretty much back to square one at this point?
I mean, normal everyday life is normal. Like they don't bring it up ever, but like if like his dad, for instance, will introduce me to people that don't know me as the guy in that video who wore the helmet in the in the Harlem Shake video that was underwater. That's him. I'm like, oh, great. So I guess that's tagged to me now.
So no emails in the inbox from Daniel Tosh or anything like that. He doesn't want to have you on Web Redemption.
That'd be pretty cool, but no. We tried hard to get him to tweet at us or something.
Yeah,
something like that.
I mean, I think I would agree with that. Most of it's now is my dad. I don't know. He loves it. So whenever he's like, oh, have you seen that Harlem Shake video? Yeah, my son's in it. Da da da. So he's always like that. And then I was at Chick-fil-A, I think just this past Friday, wearing like a UGA swim and dive shirt, and I had some random dude come up and ask me like, oh, were you in that video? So it'll be stuff like that, but other than that, not really anything.
So if you guys had to pick one or two characters from the actual UGA like swim and dive Harlem Shake video that are your favorite guys, who'd you pick?
Well, he obviously was one of the most famous ones with the sleeping bag in the corner of the video. But there's the chicken suit guy was our former roommate, and one of my favorites is no one really talks about him much is I was gonna say Christian Reese. He has a basketball hoop in his hand, and he's like does this little shake, and he has like he couldn't get his hat on when he was going underwater too. There's also others in the background, like a kid on a bicycle.
One of my favorite underrated ones is Alec Cohen. So he's a sophomore on the team, and he's sitting on the table, like lying on his stomach, and he's got these little cat ears on. And he's just like smiling and going his head back and forth. Like it took me at least like 5 times watching it to even notice him, because we didn't know what each other were doing when we were underwater. Like we hadn't planned it beforehand. So that was cool, I think, as a team, just seeing what everyone else was doing. So Alec, I thought was really funny. The bike, Nick Fink, another sophomore, was riding a bike in the background. I wish you could have seen that.
See him,
yeah,
he's in the background just like, and then he fell over.
So real quick, what's the name of the YouTube channel?
I think it's UGA Men's Swimming and Diving.
Check out the video, all right, youtube.com/UGA Men's Swimming and Diving. All right, thank you for tuning in. Awesome. Thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate you guys giving me some of your time. So hopefully we'll see maybe some new viral videos from the UGA Swim and Dive team in the future. Awesome. All right, thank you guys.